Done. Hello, hello. It's us.
Hello.
We're not
Okay,
British,
I'm going to.
but we're figuring it out. Good morning. It's time again for our favorite things. Time again for our favorite things. 412 is the episode. Off we go. Test,
Oh my
test, she
God.
says as they start the show.
Okay, so
For
shall we
me, so it's
start right off the get go? I have to go at 2:15. I have a meeting. My God.
Oh, plenty
Okay.
of time, plenty of time, plenty of time.
So
All right, should we hit record?
let us go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press record. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm recording here.
Do you remember when we used to do podcast as a musical? Do you
We
remember?
didn't, we
We've only
tried.
done it once.
We've only attempted to do something like that one time.
So so the song that I just sang, don't you think that would be perfect
That
for the
would be
musical?
great. That would be
It's
great.
time to go. Let's hit the button. Test, test, they say before the show.
Oh my God.
Then they turn
Let us
everything
make
on.
it
It's
stop.
time to go. Dun, 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 dun.
Uh,
All right. Um, okay. Now live on your channel,
all
Elsie and Jess'
right, here we
favorite
are.
things.
I'm putting my
That could not look worse.
podcasting thing on, and that's my focus mode is ready. Hey, Cheryl.
Hi,
Oh,
Cheryl. Your Facebook is still weird. That's not just you, darling. That's everyone.
everybody's Facebook is weird.
Everybody's Facebook is weird, don't you think?
Okay.
Cheryl says her Facebook is weird. And
Yeah,
mine
but
says
I think she's
mine
having
is.
troubles as opposed to having it be weird. You know, when you go into, I can understand everybody's
No,
Facebook
she
is
sent us
weird.
an email that you ignored that said that she couldn't see us because we were in the group instead of on the page. Now you have it on the page, I'm assuming.
I have no idea where I am. I just did it real quick.
And
So
it's still weird. You don't know what you did?
I don't know what I did. Okay, so let's go. You can check where I put it because I have to. Yeah.
Put
Oh my
what?
gosh.
I don't care where you put it.
Streaming
It's
and
in
stuff.
the view on Facebook. I think this is on our page. I'm going to share it to our group.
I don't think you can unless you stop doing it somewhere
It says share to a group. Why couldn't I? Why can't
because
I?
we only have X amount of places to share, not all the
No,
places. I think we
no,
only
no,
have
no,
3.
no, no, no. I'm sharing from the page to the group.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Our favorite things part. Who?
Do.
La, 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 la.
Okay.
Okay, off we go. Ready,
Off
set,
we
go.
go.
Okay, so should we?
We have to intro.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the episode. Nope. Let me start over. That was kind of lame. Hello, everyone. Welcome to She Podcast. This is episode 412, which seems like a lucky number. I'm your co-host, Jessica Kupferman. With me, as always, the extremely warm and cozy today, Elsie Escobar, wearing a sweater, which is very rare for her. How are you?
No, I'm doing well, thank you. I think I got this sweater at the end of last winter, and I really love the color and I really love the sleeves. I do not love what do you call this part? The part
Bodice?
the bodice, I guess. Yeah, because it's like short. It's
it's a crop sweater?
It's a crop sweater, and I didn't realize, like, it was on the sale rack, and I just grabbed it. I didn't put it on when I was there, and when I put it on when I got home, I was like, oh.
Yeah,
because
then your tummy gets cold.
Yeah, it doesn't cover all the way, and then you have to wear anyway, but whatever. I love the color though.
A unitard underneath.
From here and up, I'm good, but yeah, but it's pretty, and I love the color. And again, the sleeves are great. They're so fun, and they have a little floof They're a little floofy
Yeah, they're
at
soft.
the
I'm
bottom.
wearing a floof as well. This is the Yitty onesie. It's pretty floofy
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
and
floofy.
comfortable as well.
We love that. We love
I
that.
got it last year, and because I'm on the porch, it's cold as a mother out here, and I do have a heater, but right now it says it's only at 66. Although when I turned it on, it was like 52.
Oh my.
Um, but if I wear the onesie, then I'm like wearing an enormous blanket. So,
That's
and I
good.
don't have. This is too much information, but I don't have any underwear on or bra or anything. It's just me in this onesie because I just didn't give a shit this morning,
You
to be
couldn't be
honest.
bothered.
Nobody else has to see it. Yeah, the fact that I'm even wearing pants, you should be grateful. So whatever.
All right.
But yeah. So if this is Yitty, by the way, which is Lizzo, a Lizzo brand Yitty, and they're called Pet Me.
Okay. All right. But you're
If you
fuzzy
want
and
one,
petable.
I'm petable. Where's your sweater from? Just so that we can be,
Uh,
influencers here while we're at it.
Urban Outfitters.
Ooh, I have very rarely bought clothes there, but I do buy a lot of fun shit from there.
I love Urban Outfitters. I've
I
loved
used
them
to.
since the beginning, since
Me
I was
too.
in
High
college.
school. Yeah, for me it was high school. And I mean, just going in there and laughing at everything they own has been so fun.
I love, love. Anyway, okay. So wait, let us. Can I share something really quick to take us off our
Yeah,
off topic?
it's your show
I
too, Elsie.
I have been binging Paris in Love on Peacock. Paris
Paris in Love.
Paris Hilton.
Another reality show?
Yeah, Paris Hilton's. By the way,
I know
I
exactly what you're about to say then, because I just read
no.
some
Listen, I
articles.
only put it on because I needed something that would be in the background of my brain that wasn't
Mhm.
too like stressful, and it was kind of mindless. And while I was working and moving around, that's kind of where I put it on. Like I didn't want to invest any of my self in it. I just needed it in the background. And I saw like even when I looked at the trailer, I was like, oh, this is pretty to look at. It's pretty, it's well like done. And she's got cool outfits. So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'll put it on. It looks pretty. And I mean, how deep can it be?
How deep is your love?
Well, it turns out that it is very good. And it is complex. I am now a Paris Hilton fan.
I've
Like
always been.
I never have been.
Oh,
And
yeah.
because I was in LA during Paris Hilton's heyday. I was there when all of this stuff was going down. I was there when during that like all the girlies, like the Britney era, the Lindsay Lohan era. I was in LA when they came in. I served Lindsay Lohan, right? I knew it was going on at that time. So
Served up some juice.
I was absolutely judgmental. I wanted nothing to do with that. I was not a fan of the simple life. I didn't want anything to do with those. I totally was just like, whatever, wash my hands out of the whole thing.
Finish it. Whore bags. Right?
Well, they were just, I had nothing in common.
What are you trying to say?
I had nothing in common with them, and I was slightly older than them, I think. And so I was just like, I was so above, right?
Well, that's what happens when you have morals and standards, I guess.
And so, but now when I'm in watching her tell her story and seeing her interact with her mom and all that shit that she went through,
I know.
I'm just like, whoa. Yeah. And exactly. And then, so here's the thing. She does have ADHD.
Yeah.
And
she does.
When there are some challenging situations where she is having a conversation with her mom or at this time, her future husband, now husband, her little face, like you could tell, like she doesn't let she's just blank. I mean, she doesn't, but she's on blank on purpose, right? It's her coping mechanism. So she's just blank.
She's just like leaves her body for a sec and then
but the sadness and pain that you can see out within, I just want to be like,
Oh,
It's
honey.
okay. It's okay. Like, I totally get you. Like, I totally want to be like, you're good. Like, you're fine. Like, it's
Yeah.
all right for you to stand up for yourself. Like, you have to, like,
You
so
know
I'm
what?
so invested in this whole thing. And then I see her and her mom talking, and I'm just like, I don't know if I could handle having that much control over me. No wonder she disappears and doesn't want to deal with shit. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
having
because the
that much,
mom's controlling.
I
I
would
mean, she's
be
Kathy Hilton. You would be just like that, trust me.
I would be just what? You mean like I would be just like Paris because of Kathy?
No, you would be just like Kathy if you were Kathy. Kathy is Kathy because her whole
Mom,
brand that, but
because of
also
her
her
mom.
she's the originator of a Hilton, she married fuckface Hilton
Yeah,
and
but
she
what I'm
had 2
saying is
Hilton
like
daughters and she has to like keep them up.
when you see the generational trauma though, because it is because of Kathy's mom.
Oh, I wish you
So
hadn't told me that.
all of this is because of the mom, like, because the mom, Kyle's mom and Kim's mom, and all the crap that they had to
Yeah.
put up with from the controlling mother. And
Mhm.
that's it's traumatized their entire family. And so it's so multi-layered and complex that
Listen,
whoa,
I don't wanna
I had no
watch
idea.
any reality TV. You are selling me on this, and I do not appreciate it. That's all I'm saying.
Also,
I'm
okay, but even if you watch it just for the outfits, I'm all in because
I
Paris is like all of a sudden I'm
know.
like, you look so good. And Paris and Nikki look spotless. And this is why I'm like, oh, here, inspiration for set design. The way that they do their one-on-one thingies with the camera is astoundingly beautiful. They are framed perfectly.
Of
They
course.
look so much better than any royal family in the UK does. And just the way that they have cultivated the colors, the fonts, the transitions, the music, like
Mhm.
as a whole, it's a
Brand?
phenomenally produced
Yeah.
reality
It's
TV
probably a
show. Like
great brand too.
it's really beautiful. Anyway, I might just, but you have to get through, I would say, the first couple of episodes because the first couple of episodes were very much like I said before. It was a little bit on the vapid side. It was a little bit like exactly what I thought I was going to get. But then it started
Yeah.
to get very like, oh,
That's sad.
oh,
Well, I mean, when they were younger, I did watch The Simple Life. I could tell Paris was doing a bit because
yeah.
once in a while she would slip and make sense. And then
Mm.
I would be like, oh, so this is just a thing. Nicole, on the other hand, I'm not sure was acting. I really felt like she was a little unhinged at the time. And I mean, obviously that resolved itself because she's married to one of the brothers, the other brother that Candace is married to, Billy and Joel.
Joe?
Fuck her,
Joel?
their
Yeah,
last
yeah.
name is something. Anyway, so yeah, so she's married, she's a kid, she's been normal for a while. I mean, no one would ever have known that Paris was kidnapped from her own house and taken to a mental ward, but I saw her on
She
Drew.
wasn't taken to a she was taken to a boarding school. That was horrible. So that's where they took her. It wasn't to a
Okay.
mental
She was on
facility.
Drew, and Drew was taken to a mental
Okay.
hospital. But still, both things were against their will, and they were
Yes.
bonding about that. I may have confused where they went, but yeah,
Yes.
they were both bonding. That's when I first learned that Paris had been terribly traumatized back then, and I feel awful about it. But how are we supposed to know? We couldn't free her like we did Brittany because nobody knew.
Yeah. And yeah, for sure. And I think that all of that stuff right now, but they're starting to face it. And this is
Yeah.
like in the last one of the last episodes, Kathy, Paris put out her documentary. I haven't watched that yet, but that's where she discloses everything about what happened, right? She like
Mhm.
lays it all out.
Mhm.
And then Kathy has not watched it. And
Not
Paris is like,
watched this
her
show or the
documentary.
previous
No,
show?
her documentary.
Oh, did
Paris's
you?
documentary.
Did you
No,
end up watching it? Okay, I
I
was just wondering.
just told you I did
Oh,
not
sorry,
watch
sorry,
it.
sorry. I
But
was right here, and somehow I
yeah,
missed it. Sorry.
Paris. So essentially, imagine this: your child creates a tell-all, essentially, of her experience in this place that completely traumatized and abused her. And it has affected her life in horrible, I mean, in ongoing ways. And you, as a mom, have not wanted to see it nor hear about it almost 30
Do
years
you
later.
remember who my
30 years.
daughter is?
30 years later. Yes, I do.
I have this exact situation. If she were alive, I would have to hear and see all the things. I mean, certainly not on national television,
Right.
but there was a lot of shit that she tried to talk to me about that I couldn't hear.
Mm.
And part of me, and maybe this is Kathy's thing too, part of it was because I thought I wasn't sure if she was ever telling me the truth. But I mean,
Mm.
like, not, it doesn't, Kathy taking her to a boarding school, like, I don't know. If Emily had borched about it that much, I probably would have yanked her out. But like, there's a lot of stuff that Emily has gone through that I don't even know is real.
Mm.
So that, yeah, I did the same. If there was a documentary about Emily Schaefer, I don't know that I could watch it. I really don't. I think it would hurt me enormously. Um,
Mm.
but for me, it would be because she chose to put herself in that, she chose to put herself in those situations, and I couldn't stop her. And I don't know
Yeah.
if Kathy feels that way or not, but like maybe Kathy can't watch because she put Paris in those
Yeah.
situations.
I think
She
that
can't watch that.
that's a really hard, because there's a moment in there where like you could see the trauma response, like you literally see the trauma response happening, like
Mhm.
it is not like
Right.
glossed over. And so Paris, just what it marked her when she was 16 and two masked men came in and took her from her bedroom, and her mom and dad were standing right there and let these two masked men take her, has
Take her
marked her.
where?
Take her to the school, to the boarding
Yes,
school.
that's not a boarding school. They don't take you like that to a
It
boarding
was
school.
it was a boarding school, and so they took her,
Impossible.
and then they put her into this boarding school, and then they took away everything for her to be able to communicate with the outside world, so she couldn't even reach out to her parents.
Right. That's also not a boarding school. All of
And
this is rehab/mental hospital, no matter
no,
what you call it.
and I guess what they but it seemed like that was actually what it was and how they sold it. So this is not an unusual, it's not like Paris made it up. It's that it is true. And this
Mhm.
is what these schools were doing without telling the parents, cloaking and lying to the parents. And
That's gross. What?
so that's
That's
what they
gross.
did. Anyway, but all of that happened. And so obviously Kathy is going at it from a different perspective, where she was fearing for Paris's life because Paris
Mhm.
was sneaking out and doing all kinds of crazy things when she was 16, and they
Mhm.
could not stop her. And so they thought, we're going to do this intervention so that we can keep her safe and have her switch her trajectory.
Mhm.
And so they thought they were doing a good thing.
Mhm.
And they watched her being taken away by two masked men, and they just were there. So that imprinted on Kathy the trauma. So they're both, I mean, it's so like, this is what I'm saying. It is so layered that I'm just like, wow, I had no idea it was going to get this deep.
Yeah.
And it's pretty amazing. I mean, I've cried at least 3 times already
Oh,
watching it,
honey.
because it's fair, because I do empathize with her, and I actually feel we have a lot of things in common, which is the weirdest thing I
I
never would
know.
have
For you,
thought.
that's insane.
It's great. Yes. And so I'm looking at her going, I get you. Like, I totally get you, Paris Hilton. Like, I would have never thought that ever in my life. So I know
Now I
now
feel
why
bad for Kathy,
I don't
actually.
I don't know. I'm not sure I feel bad for Kathy. I have to say,
But you
I
do remember I had to kidnap my own daughter.
yes, I do know. And I think that you're seeing it from a different,
Of course.
obviously, your point of view is
Like, I'm sure that
Very
traumatized
different.
I know that traumatized her because when we finally brought her back here, she was furious that she couldn't trust me. She was furious that I lied to her about being sick, that she was worried about me, that she and her friends
Mm,
were praying for me. I was like, "Yeah, between hits, you were praying
yeah.
for me." Like, I don't wanna like, do
Yeah.
you not hear yourself?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you're supposed to be in Florida because of rehab. I shouldn't have to come kidnap you and lie to you to get you to come home. My God.
And I think that, the other end of things with Paris is that she didn't the reason that I empathize with her so much is not because like Emily was very like
Sick.
I know she was sick, but she's also very powerful and
Oh, yeah.
she spoke her mind and she took up space and she had opinions and she
Oh, yeah, she
spoke
did.
out. Like, you know what I mean? She was never not doing
Quiet.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Paris, when she
Yeah.
got out of the whole thing, she essentially was conditioned to not speak up, to not share her feelings, to mask
True.
everything,
That's
to
true.
stick everything down, to not say anything because she didn't want to rock the boat and
Yeah.
she didn't want to get herself in trouble. And so she doesn't like confrontation. She doesn't like to talk about hard things. And she is very anxious and she always says yes instead of no because she doesn't want to make anybody feel bad. So she's the opposite. And so you can see that she wants to and she's overwhelmed, but she just continually goes, okay, okay. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, don't do that again.
So I have a
So,
close family member that's rather wealthy. That anytime I speak out about something that he finds embarrassing or distracting for the family, like we're mafia, he
mhm,
gets all upset and makes my father like scold me about it. And because I'm the one that's loud and I'm not, and also I'm very public.
mhm.
So like he's like like, remember when I was digging through my family history and I found out that my great grandfather went to Sing Sing with Max Rubin, who was like a Jewish mafioso.
No, but that's
He was
okay.
part of like the Bugsy Siegel mafia. Anyway, so my great grandfather had been working for him, and I found this article and I sent it to my dad, and my dad shared it with the family, and this one family member was like, "She may never talk about this publicly," and I was like, "This is your grandfather. You're 70. Like, who gives a shit? Nobody cares about that. It was the 1930. Are you joking? It's 100 years ago. Like, just stuff like that. But it's just like they want to silence you. This is the same person who, like, when my dad was in the hospital, was like, "Don't ask questions of the doctor. He's enough Jewish women around him. He doesn't need more." Don't ask questions of the doctor. How dare you, sir? I'll just say it now. So I'm just saying, like, they're conditioned, like, for some whatever reason, rich people, like, you can't reveal weakness of any kind, or it's like they feel like it's an opportunity for someone to take everything they've worked for.
Yeah.
It's poison. It clearly poisoned Paris's family, right? Like
Yeah.
she's like I have it on the like most minimal level, like, but she and Nikki are poison. Now to get off the subject a tiny bit, I was
Yes.
reading
Yeah.
an
No,
article
no,
this
we need to
morning.
do our things that we
No, I
want.
know
Favorite
we
things.
do.
22 minutes in and we haven't
I
touched
know,
any
for fuck's
podcasting anything.
sake, again, I know. Okay, but let me just say this though. I read an article this morning about Paris that, like, on the most recent episode, I think she said, "I'm gonna go change his diaper." She's very nervous about changing his diaper.
Yeah.
She's like, "I've never done it before. This is the only one." A month in, she
Yeah.
had not changed
I
a
know.
diaper, and her nanny showed her how.
Yeah.
And then people online were like, "Well, clearly it's because she's rich." She's like, "She's not no, because Nikki, her own sister, was horrified." Nikki's a mom too, and she's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you never changed a diaper in a month? What's the matter with you?" And she was like, "I just have never done it."
I think that, when you see when I see her, and it's true because there obviously people are taught. I mean, not in a bad way, but there's the commentary, the pop culture podcasters and content creators, right? But somebody had a really clear take where you can see that she has arrested development, where at that point when she was 16, that
Mm,
whole thing of but it's to the nth degree, right? Meaning she doesn't really do anything that is out of the scope of her comfort zone. And she does have ADHD, so she'll go to all the fun things and makes her feel, and so her whole self is very young. It's like she stayed very much like between 12 and 16 years old, and she's only thinking about those things, like the and it's and those are the things that make her feel good, and she is very talented and she's very smart. But when it comes to the basic everyday things that keep you alive, she doesn't know anything about that. And I'm not like judging her. It's
No,
stuff
no.
that Ran has told me, because that's when I'm telling you that I see myself in her. Obviously not to that degree, but to the point where it's like those things I'm going to figure out how to do it. I'm going to turn myself into a pretzel to get something done, but not really actually learn how to do that skill that you really need to do when you're a grown ass woman, like to take care of the basics,
Do you think some of
right?
that is marijuana use? Like, doesn't
No,
marijuana, if you are a
because I'm
regular
not.
user, no, but wait,
I'm
but
not.
you're no,
But like
you're
I don't
arrested.
get
I don't know
shit
why
done.
your development's arrested,
Well,
but I
because
think
everybody does things for, that's what I'm saying. It's like people come up and they'll do it for me. Here, I'll take care of it for you. Here, I will give you
because
a
you
ride. Here,
it's
I will do this. I will, that's it. I get help.
because similar to Paris, you have this like lost bunny look.
And it worked.
Look, your eyes just went up right when I said it because you're a mimic.
Yes, I am.
I don't know how to change a diaper.
Right.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
somebody
All right.
will come in and do it for me. And the anxiety that it brings up, I've never people tend to give me an out, and because of the privilege of the lost bunny look, which you're saying, because that is a privilege and that is sort of like a ticket to have somebody help you, because if you didn't look a certain way, no, seriously, if you weren't a fluffy little bunny or little kitty, that's why the cuteness factor gives you, it's like the cuteness tax or whatever. You let, you know,
Yeah.
the bunny or the kitty cat has destroyed
Wow.
something and you're gonna go, "Aw, what a cute little kitty." I still
Whatever.
love
I'm even
the kitty.
guilty of it. I can even think of ways I've done it for you myself. So
Well,
if you need
it's all I'm saying is that
I mean,
that's why I'm like, "Oh, that's so," and so it's not like I go, "Oh, poor Paris." I go, "Oh, been there, done that.
I
I don't
know.
wanna make that I don't wanna repeat that. I can
Mhm.
see it's a mirror, right? I mean, to the
John,
end.
throw away half the episode. It's
Sorry.
useless.
Okay,
No, I'm just
so let's do this. Let's go
all right.
ahead into our favorite things. Go ahead and you do yours, Jess, because I
All right.
talked so long already in the last one.
Okay. I had a few. I'm gonna start with tech. And I'm really sorry you had to talk so much in the last one. That was
Dude, don't
unavoidable.
apologize. Keep, what the heck? Who cares? Go.
Okay. All right. So I think I think what I said last time is I had a lot of little sites that I wanted you to just take a look at because I thought they were neat, and those links are going to be in the show notes again. But I want to go through the tech stuff
Okay.
specifically. There's one specific one I desperately need to show everyone, and I'm going to present, even though
Oh,
our
yeah.
audio people cannot entire screen, even though our listeners aren't going to be able to see it, maybe they can watch the video. So the first one I need to talk to you about is Cast Magic. And if you want to check it out, please go to shepodcast.com/match motherfucker shepodcast.com/cast magic to check this out.
Cast
Okay. So
magic is one word, people.
Cast Magic, CASTMAGIC.io. But no, I want you to go to shepodcast.com/cast magic. Okay. So what happens is you upload a file, which I'm clicking on. It transcribes it for you. If you can even like name the speaker so you know who's speaking when. It's a pretty damn good transcription, I'm not going to lie. But in addition, they make AI content. Now watch this. This is going to blow your pants off. Ready? First, it will give you titles, then keywords, then an introduction you can use either for your blog or for the episode description, whatever you want. Then it will give you time-stamped overview. Then discussion questions. I'm not done. See how it's only on the half side of the page? Off we go. Key topics and bullet points. Then a script for an Instagram reel to discuss, to promote the show. Then a LinkedIn post, email newsletter, tweet thread, threads by, and a thread by Instagram. Everything you could want. There's nothing you can't want from this. It will also, you can jump to the things, business lessons, which I think that's new actually and pretty cool. What does that mean? Manage the prompts. Oh, in other words, you can move them up if you want certain ones or you don't want certain ones, you can take them out, which I think is really cool. Oh, you can also do now custom prompt. Please make Facebook, whatever the hell. And not only that, but like it doesn't even take 5 minutes. Now, how long have you spent doing your show notes, not to mention social media content? It is all done for you in 5 minutes. All you have to do is edit it. Cheryl says, once you update the speakers, it will correct their names. Yes, it does correct their names in the transcription. It doesn't always get it right because if you sound similar to the other person, if there's not a lot of pausing, it could get some things wrong. Also, it kind of gets things wrong when it's just you. Like it's been just me and it will still think I'm a different speaker, I guess, because I've paused. But with all AI, you have to really closely, make sure that it's correct.
Yeah. It is all of that. Speaking, Cheryl, when you said that, yes, they will correct a lot of the stuff like that. But when it comes to a lot of the AI things, you still have to, you cannot let it do its thing and then just copy paste,
post it everywhere,
and put it out. Like that's right. Not that's AI right. Is not at that place. So it will give you, I would say 90% of a finished product.
Yeah. Maybe and then 95, but you have to finish it.
Yeah, you have to finish up. You have to correct some things. I do believe that now they have find and replace. So you can actually do that. It will update the speakers. And then, yes, you can create custom prompts. But the thing that I really like is the magic chat is where I really love it.
That's what I just pulled up. Yeah. That's weird. I read your mind.
Yeah, I do love the transcript and the AI generated content already. All that stuff is great. But my favorite is the magic chat, because the magic chat, you can ask it questions about the stuff, because I'm not using Cast Magic for podcast show notes. I'm using it to glean information from existing things that I'm not going to post. I just want to sometimes get into my own head. I want to know what I said in a cohesive way. So, yeah.
So as you can see, I pulled it up and I started doing a chat. Like clearly this was about failure in some way. So I said, what are some inspirational quotes from this? Oh, I did this. How can we avoid failure? What's the main point of this lesson? Yeah. Speaking of this, I made something.
Oh.
And if you guys want access to it, I want you to tell me. But I made something for you guys. I don't know about you, Elsie. You probably don't need it, but I made it for everybody else. Let's see. Watch this. Ask She Podcasts.
Oh, you made a chat. You made a GPT?
All about podcasting. Yep. So ask me a podcasting question. Okay. How fast can you get sponsors for a podcast?
Did you create the chat for all podcasting or She Podcasts?
I said not to use gender specific pronouns and to avoid sexism and racism and
no, but what I'm saying is, like, is it just the content that was created in She Podcast?
No.
For you, or no, overall, whatever.
This is only meant to share information about podcasting, not necessarily what we've said.
Okay.
But you can do that as well.
I know.
If you want to create, I know you know. But like, yeah, I haven't figured out how to necessarily share it yet because I just made it over the weekend. I was just playing with it, but I thought it was cool and I might share it in the group later. Feeling cute, might delete later. Anyway, Okay, so cast magic. So shepodcast.com/cast magic. That's the one thing I wanted to show you. Did I stop sharing? Okay, good. The second thing that I want to show you is what's this? Oh, okay, ready? This one is glasses. Okay, but if you go, it's shepodcast.com/wear light, WHERE light. Wait till you see these bad boys. Are you ready? I don't even know if
Mhm.
you're ready, Elsie.
Oh,
You have
no.
not. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, they're having a big sale, but they have glitter and rhinestones. Look at these.
Look at those yellow ones.
Those are amazing. These are amazing. They have the
You guys,
coolest shapes, the ones that look like cartoon, a cat sitting on one of them. They are just the coolest goddamn glasses I've ever seen. And I mean, I've been buying my glasses on. Look at these. They
yeah,
have a
these
little
are funky. So for
doodle.
everybody who is not watching, these glasses are astoundingly colorful,
Interesting.
feminine,
Yeah. Cool.
quirky, interesting. Like you
Mm.
don't want to come in here and just find a basic pair of like, Ray-Bans and or
Right.
like the stuff that's at
Look at these.
Lens Crafters, it's probably not going to be here.
This is for
This
you if
is
you want to
just so
stand out and be told,
amazing.
"Oh my god, I love your glasses." Then
It's
this is
kind of
for you.
like Betsy Johnson. It's a Betsy Johnson
Yes.
vibe. It's sort of like a Paris Hilton vibe. Like this is the kind of stuff she
Yes.
wears. Like it's
I really
very
want these. I it is true.
yeah,
I
those are
have to be
pretty.
very careful because these are like okay, so these are like pink covered in rhinestones, and like I
Yeah.
can either look very cool and interesting or like a crazy bubby, like a crazy Jewish grandmother. Like I ride that wave of cool and trendy and over the top Jew, and I have to be
Yeah.
careful because if the wrong ones will definitely make me look like I belong in Boca Raton. So, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Those
like
are
these, I think
beautiful.
I could put off. These I could probably pull off. I mean. Anyway, take a look. There's all kinds of, like I said, there's rhinestones. They have flowers and butterflies attached to them. They have tortoise shell. They have animal print. They have cat eye. They have colors. They have everything. It's Wearlight. Shepodcast.com/WHERELIGHT. Please check it out.
That's pretty
Buying a pair
amazing.
of glasses, it will help support She Podcast too. Okay. Plus, I just love it. I adore it and I love it. And let's see. What else do I want to show you?
Hmm.
I do get a lot of my glasses from Zeelool, Zeeelool. So if you go to shepodcast.com, Zeelool, the ones I'm wearing are from those. They're I think I love these because they're tortoiseshell, but they have like a gold side to them that kind of like class them up a little. I don't know. I'm so blind that even with glasses on, I can't see in the dark. Like I have no
Whoa.
vision in the dark whatsoever. So yeah, we were at a play Friday night and all the lights went down. And I couldn't see the program. I couldn't. I mean, not because it was dark, but because like even with a flashlight, if it's dark, I can't see that well. It was terrible. So yeah, I need glasses on all the time, and God forbid they're nerdy and not fashionable. Then I would just have no reason to live. So
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things that if you wear it all the time, you want it to be the thing that yeah, you
mhm.
have to have stuff like that. Like that's
Yeah.
I think that I'm probably going to need another pair of glasses, but they're not part of my everydayness, if you will, which is
Mhm.
why I would want something that isn't quite as
You
doesn't
need
call.
readers, right?
I actually need both. I need for far away and close. Like it's both.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Mm.
interesting. So I
You'd
have
be
to figure.
amazed what a pair of glasses will do for your vision. I mean, like the struggle is so annoying. More annoying than you realize.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, but I
Um,
do.
so
I do need another pair.
did you do any makeup last time? Because I only have two
I
things I
did.
really want to show. Okay, so let me
I did
just
all the nude
show it.
sticks, and all of the give stuff is what I did in terms of
Okay.
my
Did you show
makeup.
the Give eyeshadows, like the cream eyeshadows? Because like I
I
used those
I did
recently
do those.
when I was emceeing, when I was visiting you. I had this blue eyeshadow from Give that was like, I mean, if you layer it, it gets more teal, but if you just put on one layer with your ring finger, it's like a nice frosty blue. It's really pretty.
I really liked, I saw that color, and that's the one that I
Gorgeous.
was thinking like, "Oh my god, everything was
You
on
should get it.
sale," and I was like, I was gonna go get it. It was sold out. It was the only
I
one, the only
know, it's
color
my
that it was sold
favorite.
out.
It's
Yeah.
the when they first launched, I was like,
Yeah.
"I need that blue. I must have that blue," and I'm so
Yeah.
glad I got it because it's really cool. The other thing I wanted to share is the Rare Beauty Soft Something Pinch. Wait, let me see what the fuck is it called? Hold on. There's one by Selena Gomez, and it is um Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. And it
Mm.
is like it has first of all, it has like an angled tip,
Uh-huh.
but like with most liquid blushes, what I find is that you need almost none. It will last you for the rest of your life. Like remember when we got those from Glossier, those little cloud
Yeah,
paint?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Similar to that, but a little lighter, so there's not so much when you put on. And you just do like one dab, and then it will cover your entire cheekbone. And it does dry kind of matte and powdery and pretty. It's really nice. That's my favorite new product this year. I mean, I know we were
That's
talking
so
about
cool.
moisturizing tints last time, so I named a few, but I'll name those again. Like I like Fenty, I like Clinique, and I like there's one more. Oh, Jones Road, which is Bobby Brown's new brand.
Yeah. I've
And
been
it's all
holding
for
off on
women
the
our age. You should try the
Yeah,
Miracle
yeah.
Balm because you like being shiny here, 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 and
Yeah.
they have like it's like a almost like a lip balm for your face, like but in different
Yeah.
colors, and you just kind of it's really nice.
I've
Um,
been wanting to buy I haven't decided yet what I want with that, but I think, one of the reasons that I've stopped. Oh, you know what I want is the foundation product,
yeah,
which is
the
like
Jones Road one, that's what I
that's what
have.
it's
Yeah,
called.
I use
And
that too. Yep.
but the thing is that I'm really now focused on making sure that I'm wearing SPF at all times. And so Jones
Okay.
Road currently does not have they do have an SPF, but it's different. And I'm trying to figure out like what is the SPF that I want to wear on the daily that is inexpensive, because the amount that you're supposed to wear on your face as it becomes as for SPF, it's crazy. I didn't
I
realize it was so much.
I think the Clinique moisturizing tint has an SPF of like 25. That's
Yeah,
the
so
one
I
I
mean, I
use
have
most
others
often in the
too,
winter.
but
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying is like this, like I wonder if
If
I can
you
see it.
have it.
This is
Oh,
like, hold on. This is how much you're supposed to put on your face every
what the
time.
actual hell?
That's
What?
how much you have to put on your face for the SPF to work. So you have to put in two long fingers worth of product.
Yeah, I have short fingers.
And so that's a lot. It's not like,
It
you
is
know what
a
I mean? Look at
lot.
this.
Why?
Look at my hands right now. So because if you don't put that, it's not like you're not actually doing the thing. So I want to layer it, and and it also needs to be, again, cost effective, because I'm not going to be buying $50 worth of or $30 worth of SPF every 6 weeks or every 5 weeks. That's like, what? That's a lot of money.
What about the super goop
The Super Goop is
tinted
great.
shiny one?
I have Super Goop, but again, it's expensive. It is
Do you
not
have the tinted
inexpensive.
shiny one?
Um, the Super Goop
I think it's
shiny
called
one is
yeah, like
way
rose
too
gold.
shiny from what I've seen. Like people do, how do you call it? Reviews on it. When you put that much, what I just put on, it like creates this like it's all shine. The
Oh,
shiny one for Super Goop is great for tapping and making the extra layer versus
mhm.
the actual thing. So I think that there's a product that I just saw. Elf makes a sort
Oh
of
my god.
dupe on the Super
Just
Goop.
Googled glow screen alternative and it came up with Elf, a Sun
Yeah,
Touchables it's called.
yeah, and it's very inexpensive, and I believe it's
$15.
like super, yeah, for the Super Goop.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's the kind that I'm gonna get at Target to
Yep.
start testing it out, because and because of this. So this is the thing in terms of the sunscreen of it all. I've never really been a sunscreen wearer, and I always was like, well, I'm not going to be in the sun, or I want to get, color on my face, or I'm going to, whatever. All the excuses. I really didn't care about it. Whatever. But I think that after I've been obsessing over just plain old skincare and just making sure that my face is the best that it can look for my age, what
Mhm.
everybody says is like, listen, it doesn't matter how many products you buy and put it on your face. If you're not wearing sunscreen, you're literally shooting yourself in the foot. It's like because the free radicals of the sun destroying your face,
Mhm.
that just stop that. Like if you're going to use one thing, it's sunscreen.
Yep.
That's it. So it's like if you don't have it on, then it like, and especially if you're using things like vitamin C, if you're putting or any of the acids on your face, if you do that and then you go outside, it like is going to end up harming you more because you don't have the sunscreen to.
So interesting. I'm looking at both of our faces, and I know you're
Uh-huh.
only a couple years older than me, but like my dark circles are illegal
But
compared to
those are
yours. Wait,
those are
when I
hereditary.
go like this, there is not a damn thing you can see. I don't have
Yeah,
any
there is none. I
filter.
have many.
I have
Look at how many.
no forehead wrinkles. Yours are kind of prominent.
Everywhere.
Also, you don't have marionette lines.
I have these
I do.
ones.
I mean,
I have the other marionette lines, the ones up here by my nose.
for me aren't that bad, but these ones make me look every Remoji's frowning at me because of these. That was the other thing I was going to tell you. Jones Road has a face pencil, like it's like concealer, but it's a pencil like an
Yeah,
eyeliner. You
these
can just
pencils
fill
are
into your lines. It's the best. So you should
they're
check that out
so great. I love their pencil and their brow pencil. Like both of those I think are
too. Ooh,
perfect. They're
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah,
But
I just
you're
because
right. Like
I was watching
I
you lift your eyebrows and I was like, gosh, I don't have that, but I might trade that for these bags under my eyes, all this
I
bag
have
love.
so many. It's great. Like, and it's even worse with the wrong lighting, like not the wrong lighting, but like with
I
not the
mean, they're
best
so
lighting. It's
beautiful.
like
I just think it's so interesting, like genetics. Like I'm aging in a
so,
my face is fucking up at a completely different way than yours. Just slowly getting more fucked
yeah,
up, but we each have our thing. Like it's
yeah.
not totally fucked up. Yours isn't totally fucked up. We just have to battle the things we have. I just
And
think it's
part of it is that I just want it to be naturally
right.
happening. Like I
Same.
don't, you know what I mean? I don't want
I don't
to,
want full coverage makeup.
yeah.
I don't want contoured eyebrows. I went to the lab court to get my blood work done, and there was a girl there with such thick fake lashes that I almost felt like I couldn't trust anything she said
I've
because it
seen
was
those.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like
They're
a
really big.
full hand, like
Yeah.
someone's hand like that when
Yeah.
she blinked, and I was just like, I can't respect you. I'm sorry. I mean, she wasn't old or anything, but they just looked so insane. Oh, that and her contour under her eyes was like a light cream and she was black. So I also was like, you have contoured yourself into being an actual like plan of contour without actually having it just looked insane. And
I think it's hard to like, there's like whenever you start to see all the videos with people doing the thing, you start thinking that you have to do that much. And then you no longer see yourself.
yeah, but you're
You
only
see,
supposed to highlight those parts. You're not supposed to make them a different skin color, at least
no,
that
but
I know about.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think we end up looking at ourselves and thinking that everything's okay because we are seeing ourselves in this way versus somebody else seeing you do it. That's what Courtney Cox was talking about this in one of the
Doesn't look
podcasts
right
that I
either, by
listened
the
to.
way. She don't look right either. She
No,
did
no,
something to
well,
ruin
that's
her
what I'm
round
right.
face.
But she actually talked about that. She said that right around when they did that Friends reunion, she had been overdoing it with fillers. And she actually said it. She said, I thought I looked great. All my friends kept coming over going, Courtney, it's
Why
like
did she think she
something's
looked great?
something's
It was
weird.
terrible. Does she not
And so,
see her own self?
well, but that's, are you hearing what I'm saying? When she looked at
I don't
herself,
understand how you
thought
can look at that and think it looks
she
good, though, is
looked
what I'm saying.
well,
Why?
she thought because it's a gradual thing. Like you go in and get a filler, I guess, and then it's like, oh, that's nice. And then they go the next time and go like, can you do just a little bit more? And then you get used to it. And then you do it again, you go a little more, and then you get used to that. And then by the time somebody sees you, you're like, oh, what happened? So
she just was so beautiful. One of the most beautiful women in the world. And now she just looks like, because
I
I think
think
she
she's
had
still
this
at.
removed. This is called buccal fat or something, or buccal fat. She had that removed, and now her face is so angular.
I don't think. I don't think she did that. She also had another. She had a thyroid. She had a thyroid thing up both sides. The one that's like a lot and one that's little. I forgot the name of it. Like it's hypo and hyper. She had both. So she
Thyroid.
started, yeah, hyperthyroid and then hypothyroid, or hypo and then hyper.
That messes your
And
eyes.
then one of them makes you, like, that's what she said. She said she was eating like crazy and losing all kinds of weight because of the thyroid. And
Mhm.
so that's ended up happening. And also because of the stuff that I've been seeing too, in terms of the face stuff, the first thing that ends up going is like your face becomes like super, like the way mine is. When I look at pictures of me when I was younger, I was like, wow, I had so much of a squishy face. I was so round and like full. Now I'm so gaunt-ish baby rat looking. Like, I mean, it's a different shape. It's just a different shape.
Smile and go, how come I have these weird cheeks that go past my ear? Like, what is this? Why does this stick out?
Jaw.
You know, it's really
your jaw. That looks like it's your jaw.
When I lose weight, I definitely know that the neck will disappear. But what this one especially, like what?
I think it's
so
the jaw.
thick?
Isn't that the jaw?
I think it's like the fat in your cheeks. It's not my jaw. My jaw is, I know you can't see it, but my jaw is here. You see it's still there.
I don't know. That's so very strange.
Pulling our faces on a podcast. That's new and good and
new and interesting, especially when people are going to be like, what are they?
Yeah.
What? Anyway, but that's like,
for me, there's nothing real else I wanted to tell you about. I mean, Anthropologie has some really cool, I think I showed you that last time, cool slippers and stuff. Punk House has a 50% off, so I bought some of those crazy animals that I showed you guys last week. The Pink Parade.
Oh, you did? You bought one? Oh my god!
$15 each. So yeah, I did.
Oh
they were only $15. I just bought a few. I don't know where I'm even gonna put them. Maybe here. I don't even know. But they were just so cute. I wanted to look at them every day.
Oh my god!
It's cheap, so why not? I had to have that monkey with the mohawk. That was amazing.
Oh my god. It's like they're so cute. I really like that. I think that my favorite was the giraffe.
Yeah, the giraffe was good.
The giraffe is just so cute. Can I talk about some of my tools now really quick before we finish up? So there are two amazing tools that I'm going to share with all of you all, and I wish that I had a affiliate myself, and I'm sure, I can't remember if I am an affiliate. If I am, I will share it with y'all here in the show notes, and that would be amazing. One of them is Timebolt. Timebolt.io. Actually, it's an AI video editing software, and I love this software. Actually, you know what? Give me a moment. Let me start over with this because here we go. Okay. All right. So I love Timebolt.io because it's a AI video software. And what I do now whenever we record like this is I record my side of the conversation, not meaning obviously we're doing the audio, but I'm also recording the video portion on Ecamm, just my side of the conversation. And I usually turn it on anytime that I'm doing a podcast interview, if I'm doing a workshop, if I'm doing a podcast recording like this, and I will just have my side of the convo. At the end, when Jess and I are finished, so this is going to be my workflow, I'm going to grab that piece of video and put it into Timebolt.io. And what Timebolt does is it cuts out every quiet place. everything that's silent, and just gives me an edit. So usually I give it like a 60-minute file, and it ends up being either 30 to 20 minutes long of just me talking. And then I upload that to Dropbox because that's the production video. Meaning now I only have me. I only have my thoughts. I only have me. And it's like edited everything down to, just the basics. It's just like things like this. Right now, I'm talking about Time Bolt. I'm hoping to create a piece of content out of that. Okay, so that's long form, and I just have it up there for the future. So Time Bolt is amazing for editing, like things that you're doing. Let's say you create a promo, or you want to get something down to 60 seconds or something like that to do a little TikTok video or something like that. You can upload it to Time Bolt, and it automatically will cut out everything super easy. And if you want it back in or out, it's easy to edit. It's amazing. And they have a really wonderful community that's on YouTube, where they do a lot of trainings on YouTube Live for the Time Bolt people. So I love this tool. Now, after I upload my videos that I'm going to be putting up there, then this is a new tool that I love.
I'm in
This
trouble.
is Opus. It's Opus Pro. So you go to Opus, OPUS.pro. And in this tool, what it does is you grab whatever video you just created. So by the way, these are all video tools. You grab whatever video you have and you upload it in there. You either can grab a Zoom link, you can grab a YouTube video, you can grab anything that's local to your computer and upload it. And then it spits out short form content.
Shut your face without you telling me what to
Pre-done just for you.
Shut up. I have been dreaming of this.
Listen, it creates titles for you. It transcribes it for you, and it gives you a score. So I'm going to show you what I have in here because I've been testing it out. I'm going to show you. Let me see.
Your section. I want to know how you find out about these. Like, how did you find out about Elgato too? Like, how do you know about a teleprompter and a fucking, like, how do you know?
Because I'm obsessed,
Amazon,
dude.
I know you.
I'm an obsessed person when it comes to tools. So I'm going to share my screen now. Sorry, folks that are not watching. So I'm kind of doing a walkthrough of my clips for Opus Pro. Okay. So,
oh my God, let's see.
So you basically upload the stuff, right? Whatever you want to put in there. I've been testing it out a lot because I wanted to see how it all worked. So here is a time bolted the feed episode that I just uploaded. We just did episode 257 of the feed, and I did exactly what I mentioned. I recorded my side of the conversation. I just uploaded my side, and it actually created these titles of the things that Elsie talked about. And it also has the titles in there. Look at this. It seems to me that demographically speaking, the audience for the podcast, isn't that nice? Top podcast. Really look at how pretty you pick the content that you like it, and then you can actually choose how you want the titles to look like. But it already adds all of those titles for you. It has the description here, and if you want to edit the show, the clips or whatever, it gives you a clip, and then you can start here. And you can make it do and say whatever you want. It inserts stuff. And Jess, it's gonna blow your mind. I have not added this aspect of it yet, but what you can also do when you do these kinds of things is, sorry, let me see if I can, with the design.
Does this part.
So here's this, wait. Anyway, you can you can reframe it and all the stuff. You can have the emojis. Oh my God, there's all of these things. Then you can add
auto emojis.
Yeah, it just creates emojis based on things that you said.
Oh God.
And where are they? Where's the thing I wanted to show you? Oh, B-rolls.
Captioning?
So,
B-roll.
No, it has these B-rolls. So if you turn the B-rolls on, it automatically will add B-roll video into this to make it a lot more interesting. Oops, it didn't. Obviously, it's a beta issue. So then it has little bits of video that it's going to put in between things. so that it looks more visually appealing when you're doing this stuff. So it's kind of amazing. So that you could see the layouts, you can do landscape or square, you can have it fill, you can have more than one person. Oh, and if it's you and me, Jess, oh my God, if it's two people, it automatically splits the two people however you want them to fill.
Nice.
Like it could do it like this. It could split it like top vertical stuff. It could actually split it into 4 people. It could do into 3 people. And it does this automatic.
Amazing.
Like automatic. And it knows if you're like screen sharing, this is also in beta, it'll just do it. So, but here's the thing though, it's not just one video that it does. It actually does up to 20 depending upon how long it is. So you're look at how many it created out of just the feeds, last episode of the feed. I haven't even used any of these because it's so much information. It created 20 reels. 20, and then you can tell it how long you want it to be. Do you want it to be 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90, 3 minutes? It automatically does it, and it gives you a score as to why it gave you that score. So
is there a time limit? Like, do you have to pay by the space? In other words,
yes.
Can I upload every video from She Podcast Live, or is it going to cost me too much money?
It is going to cost you too much money.
Oh, I see. So you get credits. So
yes.
If you want that much space, you need to pay $500 a month. But the lowest is right now it's $100 a month for 2,400 upload minutes, which is 4 hours.
Yeah. So you have to think about it. And you can that's one of the reasons why I go through Time Bolt, because in Time Bolt, I strip out all the silences. And so I'm not uploading a 60-minute piece of content. I'm uploading a 30-minute or less piece of content that I'm putting out up there because I'm already sort of vetting the stuff that's coming out. And again, right now I'm just testing things in there. I am going to I have a process for getting it all in there. I have no process for getting it all out because I don't have time. So I have it now. I know that it's in there. If I need to share it, I will share it. But I really love Opus Clip. I think it's amazing. Oh, and you can also see it on your phone. Like I can see it on the phone. So I can look at the videos on the phone. I don't know. The only thing is that I wish I actually want a tool like this, but for iOS.
Yeah.
I want to be able to quickly do exactly what Opus Clips did on my phone because I do a lot of content on the phone. Sometimes, I'm sure you've recorded
they must have
something
this on the phone somehow. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, I haven't know what to look for because you know how we record, we would record like a video and you think it's going really well. And then you go over 60 seconds by like 10 seconds. And now you have to spend the time deleting little bits so that it fits. And that's like time wasted that I just don't want to deal with. I want something to shorten it to 60 seconds, be done with it. So anyway, those are
what if we Google generative AI video tool repurposes long talks into shorts? Okay. If we just do that, maybe we can find alternatives to Opus Clip. Here we go.
For iOS.
Yeah. I should put iOS. That would help.
But anyway, that is my favorite apps as of now, as they have to do with video, because these are pain points that everybody that's doing video currently has, because you do want to create some video content, but then now these tools are making it a lot more accessible for people to do that at scale, which is how a lot of people are doing all the content that you see out there. You're like, oh my God, who's doing all this stuff? Because it's a lot. Well, robots are. And now I think that and you can connect. Like if I wanted to, I could publish directly from Opus Clip to Instagram.
Wow.
Like straight to the platform and have the reel go out, which is great. I love that. So I'm cool with what I think they had a deal and I have 37 hours left. I don't even know when they redo, but whatever.
Does that mean you paid for the 2,400?
I paid for something.
Minutes?
I have no idea what I paid for. I didn't do 2,400. I knew that I think I paid like $100.
Okay, so that
But I
would
can't
be
remember.
that might be around 1,000 minutes a month.
But it's not month. I'm not paying a month.
You do a year, okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
so
I
right
did it.
now their year for the lowest one is 114. And you have 30
I
minutes
have
left? Is that what
37
you said?
hours. I have 37
Hours.
hours left. 37
Oh
hours
my
left.
God, where did you I gotta figure that out,
There
yo.
was I think that it was, I can't remember if they had a
AppSumo?
deal. I'm telling you, there was a deal. There was a deal. I bought the
Maybe
deal. Whatever the
AppSumo?
deal.
Maybe it's still on
Maybe
AppSumo.
whatever. I used a deal.
Yeah.
But
All right.
anywho.
Cool. Did you say last week that the Elgato
Teleprompter
teleprompter wasn't available till March?
shipping. It's not shipping until I don't know when. I don't know when
March.
they're going to ship it now. Now it's March. Ugh,
I think so. Yeah.
good Lord. Yeah,
I
everybody
know.
wants that
I
thing.
know, right? So
It is
annoying.
so good.
I'm excited. Well, yeah. Thank you for sharing. You have a hard stop, don't you? So we should probably
Yes,
go.
I do.
Thank you so much for sharing those. I love when, in fact, I wish you could do this. We should do this once a month with your tech stuff. Maybe we should do our tech stuff once a month because I'm always finding new shit too, especially AI.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think that part of it is that finding the tools is one thing, but then using the tools and making sure that they actually work for you is another thing.
well, we can just
So,
we can just
know,
say we haven't played with it, you know.
yeah, but I
We
mean,
haven't
finding
played
the
with it.
tools is great. Like, and I love to find the tool that actually fits, like what you said, where you're like, I've been wanting to find something that does this. That's why I bought Opus Clip, because I'm like, this was my pain point.
Mhm.
But if I wouldn't have gotten Time Bolt prior to that, the workflow would have been much harder. So I've been using Time Bolt this entire year. I love that tool so much, and it's so helpful for so many different outputs that I've put out.
Mhm.
And especially because I've been doing so much more video, I always use Time Bolt after I'm done with something, because it'll make everything cleaner. There's no pauses. It just like makes it quick and fast, and I can get it out. But I
Once you're
still
done
need.
with that, how do you edit it for I mean, I know you don't do TikToks like on purpose, so it's different, but like, when you do a TikTok, it's supposed to after every sentence you kind of jump cut a little. And
You can do all those jump cuts inside a Time Bolt.
you can? Okay, I was just
Oh
wondering.
yeah. It's like, and it's really, you have to, and you can do it all via keyboard shortcut. And like I said,
Ooh, I like that.
they teach you to do that in on YouTube. If you go follow them on YouTube, they've got like open office hours, and those guys are super helpful. You literally can go in there and go like, this is what I want to do in my workflow. Tell me how to optimize this. And they will tell you.
Right.
So it's I think that they're very smart, and they've really expanded the tool to do some really great things. That normalizes the audio too. It can export just the video. I mean, excuse me, the audio if you only want the audio to come out. You do need an M1 Mac though, and Time Bolt works much better with my Mac Mini than my Mac my M1 Apple
Yeah, that's what I'm on now. Yeah.
what is it?
The PowerBook, that
MacBook MacBook Air. The
Air,
MacBook
sorry.
Air, the M1 MacBook Air. It's still, it works there, but it works much better here. I have troubles with Time Bolt in my MacBook Air.
That's good to know because my MacBook's getting old.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to have to go, people.
Yeah, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Find us on shepodcast.com, all the socials at She Podcasts, and then all the links today are going to be on shepodcast.com. Also, if you're going to be in Orlando for PodFest, we'd love for you to join us at She Podcast Live Unplugged, which is the day before, plus the Sonic Bloom Awards. You can see all of that in person. Go to shepodcast.com/SPL. Sign up now. Don't wait. I think the hotel rooms are already sold out. So, if you haven't done that yet, get on it. We want you to come. All right. Thank you guys so much. Love you.
Mean it.
Bye.
Bye.